Right, let's see what this next booster has to offer us. It is another one of these beautiful Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate boosters. We have quite a few beautiful cards in the last pack. We have the first card, the art card of this set is a beautiful green dragon. I really like the details on this image. You can just feel the forest vibe that comes from it.
A cunning and treacherous dragon. The green dragon uses all kinds of tricks to get the upper hand. This has caused them to be mostly solitary creatures, as what green dragon could trust another? Their most notable physical feature is a large fin, starting at the top of their head and running all across the dragon's body. Apart from being incredibly green and a dragon, of course. They're more flexible than other dragons though, and this is because their scales never fully hardened, and as such they can bend. If you ever encounter a green dragon, beware of what it's saying to you. He will use whatever he can to get you to trust him, before they grab you and shake you for all that you own, including your life, but mostly any and all treasure they could find. What is stranger then is how they reproduce and what happens after. The courtship is quite the harsh procedure, with a female initiating, but once impregnated they will bond and fully dedicate themselves to the safety of their spawn, even going so far as to sacrifice themselves for their brood if need be. Should a green dragon die though, deadly plant life will start flourishing around its corpse and engulf the area with a poisonous field of flowers.
Is a forest, but not just any forest. A foil forest. Very interesting forest. Looks more like a fungi type of forest. Very pretty. Next up, an art card. Fireball. We got this in the previous pack as well, only this time we get the art variety of the card. I think I actually prefer this style over the other style. Very nice. Let's see what's next. A sky diamond in this same art style. Beautiful. That card is pretty much like a Mox. It's the Mox, only you have to pay 2 mana to place it.
The Sky Diamond does not really exist in the world of the Forgotten Realms, and this card probably reminds the initiated of the similarly named Magic card of other sets. Diamonds are found though, and have a very important role in D&D as both adornment as well as magical in the realms. Just like in our world, diamonds were sought after by craftsmen as well to use as tools capable of carving into every kind of material. But on a more magical field, they are mostly used in divination magic when having to find a special object. There is, however, another reason a party of adventurers might wish to own these. Diamonds are the main component for the spell of resurrection, and can quickly turn the loss of a player's character into just another plot point in the campaign you're playing.
Really like that. The Circle of the Land Druid, which manages to bring back the forest into the ruins. It's like poison ivy gone D&D.
This druid is a little different from most in that they are quite a lot less solitary. The druids of the Forgotten Realms are divided into several circles, of which the Circle of the Land is one. This group of druids is mainly known to be highly knowledgeable and social, serving as diplomats or liaisons when druids needed to communicate with the outside world. They're often more connected to the land and people they serve, unlike other kinds of druids, and as such gain powers appropriate for the lands they travel and inhabit.
Stamp. Earth Tremor, a spell which creates some kind of tremor equal to the number of lands you control.
This spell makes you shake in your boots. Literally. It's like an earthquake, only less impressive. This spell does pretty much what it says. It tremors the ground around you and attempts to knock everyone around on the ground.
A vicious battle rager. Oh, these characters are amazing. They have quite a bit of lore as well. They're very dangerous on the field. Very nice artwork as well. Look at how vicious that looks. And apparently it is hunting some kind of toad, I think.
What a cool image this is. The vicious battle rager is a type of dwarf who's completely focused on raw instinct, anger, and physical prowess. In their native tongue, they're known as Kuljark, which literally translates as axe idiot. A key part of every dwarven battle force, these barbarians leap into the fray ahead of everyone else, wearing down their foes with amazingly powerful blows, purely fed by their instinct and aggression. Though they're seen as brave, they don't live close to the rest of their kin. They're kept at a distance, especially around children, so it might pop at any moment.
Next up, the Arms of Hadar.
This is a dark conjuration spell. You call forth the Arms of Hadar, also known as the Dark Hunger. Tendrils of energy sprout from you and deal necrotic damage to your foes. Hadar is an elder evil who is in fact a star, but unlike normal stars, does not stay in the same place in the sky, but sort of travels across it however it pleases. The star is dying though, and this is why these tendrils have come out, in a desperate attempt to suck out as much energy as possible and sustain itself as long as it can.
Then something special. Let's get back into our dragon team. We got a blue-red Luzan Dragon's Legacy, a dragon shaman. Look at that.
A dragon shaman. This here Luzan is a worshipper of the dragons and looks upon the dragons with awe. Unfortunately, Luzan is not a name we may recognize from any of the D&D lore, or at least not one I have managed to find. The Dragon Shaman class is of course well known. They are worshippers of dragons and aspire to gain their power and majesty. They even go as far as to gain abilities depending on the dragon they serve. They worship a totem dragon, which can be any color, and gain both the benefits to their skills and eventually learn to use even the dragon's breath itself. I'm not sure what kind of dragon Lutsan chose as a totem, but going by the appearance, I would say a blue dragon, which would give him a line of electricity as a breath. Deadly and shocking.
Then Livan, the cultist of Tiamat. Tiamat, of course, also being a dragon. So we got two dragon shamans, legendary creatures in a row.
A cultist of the dreaded dragon Tiamat. This Livan is a member of what we call the Church or the Hand of Tiamat. How we reference this religion of sorts is dependent on how powerful they are in a certain area. If they are the dominant or one of the most powerful organizations in that part of society, they are called the Hand. Should they be called the Church or worshippers of Tiamat, then they might be allowed to practice their faith, but local dominant religions will monitor them strictly. And if they are called a cult, they are outlawed in totality and usually hunted by followers of Bahamut, the other great dragon.
Another acolyte of Bahamut. Got this card in the last pack as well. Next up is John Irenicus, a wizard, the Shattered One.
What a character he is! This mage is well known to whoever has played the second Baldur's Gate video game. He is the main antagonist in that game. You might not see it, but he is originally an elven spellcaster and was a beloved member of Suldanesalar, and even had a wife in the form of elven queen Elisime. However, John's eagerness to become more powerful would lead to his downfall. He attempted to become a god, but failed and was stripped and cast out of the elven city for attempting this. The punishment received scarred him physically and removed the ears, typical for his race.
And another Acolyte of Bahamut. That's two of the same card in one pack. Come on. Ooh. Don't know if you can see it, but that's shiny. That's very shiny. Another Bane. Another Bane. We got this same card in the previous. Now this looks more shiny than the previous one. So I guess this is the actual foil, and the previous one is just the normal one. Very beautiful card. Next up, another rare, the Wizards of Thay.
This group is also known as the Red Wizards of Thay. Originally notorious slavers, demonologists, and archaeologists, now they focus more on creating a nation filled with the undead. They enjoy their position as an aristocratic ruling class in Thay, and as such also attempt to spread their influence along the borders, leading conquests and assaults on lands around Thay. Every Red Wizard completely dedicates him or herself to a certain school of magic. Their focus makes them dangerous spellcasters and allows casting of the most potent spells of their school. Magic fuels all of their society, country, and being, and as such they even control the weather around their base of operations.
Awesome. We got ourselves a foil version of the Fire Diamond to add to our Sky Diamond that we also pulled in this same pack. It's like the Mox, only this time it's the Red Mox. Amazing card. And then the last card is a magic minigame, apparently. Allows us to roll for initiative. As we enter the room, a terrible dragon opens its eyes and lets out a roar. Interesting. It's a tiny game for which you need a booster set as well. It's an interesting idea. It only takes 5 minutes. That's a nice booster there, I think. I'm really happy with those two diamonds, especially. But also with the fact that we got 3 of these special art cards. I really like that art style. And another Bane, Lord of Darkness.
And with that, we've reached the end of this booster. What was your favourite card, and what would you like to hear about more? Leave a comment in the section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. I hope to see you all again soon.